Oh, hello. If you happen to miss the first video of attempting to put slick bottom coating on this Jon Boat, here's how it went. On today's episode of Don't Do That to Your Boat, don't do that. Unfortunately, today is do-over day.
New product alert on tbnation.net. You need to check out this super cool RPD vertical tackle storage tray that they just came out with. This would make an absolutely great addition to anyone's boat. They come in 4 colors. You got black, tan, green, and white. It has built-in drain holes on the bottom and on the back so it doesn't hold water. Super easy to mount with 2 tabs on the back side, and it has a ton of room to store stuff. You have 17 holes to put hooks, a couple of slots for big pliers, knives. You have a small recessed area to hold things like weights that you're not using at the moment. But the best part is it holds a 3700 series Plano tackle box. We have a full description on the website of everything that it can hold, and we have all the dimensions listed on there as well if you want to check that out. Brand new from RPD at a very affordable price. These are in stock and ready to ship.
So you see what had happened was this coating did not turn out good at all. If you want to see the whole entire process, you can go watch the original video. So I did a bunch of research on the interwebs, and I had to go on some like tractor farm forums and stuff to see them talk about this Easy Glide paint. And what I found out is this stuff is a temporary coating. It is not made to be permanent. They usually spray it on at the beginning of the season, halfway through the season, at the end of the season, because it does wear. And they said it wears through very quickly, just moving grain through like silos and packing it into big trucks and stuff like that. Removing every last drop of it would probably take me an entire day, and I don't have an entire day. I got to get this done because we got to get this boat flipped over and get back to work on the inside. So I did a little bit more research on the chemical makeup of this particular paint, and the closest thing I could find to it is basically an epoxy enamel. So we're going to put epoxy enamel on top of it, and that's going to be this Rustoleum Appliance Epoxy Enamel. It's got a smooth factory-like finish, washable and moisture resistant, ultra hard coating, or at least that's what they say on the can. Don't know if it's true or not. I've used this stuff one time, but I didn't use the spray can version. I used the roll-on version, and I redid an old bathtub in my old house, and it turned out really good. Like, it lasted a long time. It held up well. It was white. I haven't used the black, and I haven't used a spray can, but we're going to find out. So to prep this boat and get as much of this stuff off as I possibly could, started with a red Scotch-Brite pad. Just went over everything, got as much of this crap off as I possibly could. The bottom of this boat is super beat up. It is not straight, so I did the best I could. Blow it off, get all that graphite dust off of it, and then I went back over it and I just stuck it to the bottom of my orbital sander and went to work as best I could, trying to get down in all the little rivet holes and the creases and crevices and all over this boat. There's a lot of. Blew all that dust off and did it again with the red Scotch-Brite pad just to make sure I've got this as prepped as I possibly can. And it looks like I got most of it off. There's still a light coat of it on the bottom, but it's not wanting to come off with 120 or with this red Scotch-Brite pad. Seems like it's pretty much on there. Now, I did do a test this morning with this Rustoleum. All I did was I scuffed up a little area, painted it, and just let it sit for a couple hours to see how it stuck. And I couldn't get it to peel off with my fingers like I could the original coating yesterday. So I think we're going to be okay. Next up, let's give this thing a good wash down with some acetone before we get ready to paint. All right, got her all wiped down twice. That is super nasty, but she is all nice and clean now, and I am covered from head to toe in graphite dust. I don't think graphite's bad for you. I'm pretty sure it's in like Fruit Loops or something. We should be fine. All right, make sure that you shake very, very, very well, and we're going to go ahead and do our first coat. Now, I'm going to go super light on this first coat. I am not trying to make this nice and slick and super filled out all. I want to give this the best opportunity I can to give this a good solid paint job. Light, even coats, or as best you can with these crappy spray cans, is the best thing you can do. Very, very light first, and on the can it says we got to let it dry for about 30 minutes before recoating. Probably won't even take that long. It's in the mid 80s again today. I got a little bit left in this first can, so one very light coat took 1 can. Give this 30 minutes to dry. We kind of keep an eye on it. It's already getting pretty darn tacky. I could probably throw another coat on it now, but we're going to go by their directions. It says 30 minutes for a recoat, so we'll try that, and we'll throw on another heavy coat and see what happens. All right, coat number 1 is dry. It's been about 30 minutes. It's not completely dry to the touch. It's just very, very tacky, but I can't leave a fingerprint in it unless I really push hard on it. So we're going to go ahead, do our second coat and let's shake up my new can really, really well. And I'm going to lay this one on thick. I'm going to cross my fingers, hope I can get this done in 2 coats, and we'll see what happens. I got to grab my mask too, because I did not wear a mask last time and my nose is suffering now. Well, that was a whole bunch of fun. So I got 4 cans to do 2 thick coats. I mean, 1 light coat and 1 really, really thick coat. Like, I laid it on there as heavy as I could possibly get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel all this tape off while it is still wet, and we'll get a look at what we're left with.
If you're interested in more details about this boat build video, we have a video on every single step that we've done along the way. Head over to our channel main page at Tiny Boat Nation, click on the playlist tab, head over to the Duck Boat Project playlist. You can check out the entire playlist of every single video that we've done. We haven't left anything out. We started from a bare 1436 hull and worked our way up with a transom. We installed hatches, a subfloor, we made a gun tray, gun box, we built a small front deck, vertical walls, framing. We even put a bull bar on this, did a full walkthrough of all the electrical, showed you how to prep and paint this boat, and of course putting the worst slick bottom coating on ever, which would be Easy Slide. Don't do that.
So it is nice and glossy. It looks very, very slick. Well, you can still see some of the brush marks from where I put that graphite coating on real thick and we didn't get them sanded out very well. But that's okay. It's not a super, super slick coating, but at least it's something to protect the bottom of the boat. And I do know this stuff sticks very well, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, you can see it is nowhere near perfect. Even spraying this on as thick as I could. But luckily, the only people that will see this is you and the fishies. And with as much use as this boat will probably see, it's going to get destroyed anyway. So we'll be redoing this again at some point later on in the future. Overall, not pretty, but we're never going to see this again once we get it on the trailer. Even though it sucked that I had to go back and redo this, I'm only out $16 for the Easy Slide. And it was a good experiment. That's what we're here to do. We're trying things out to see how they work. We've heard stuff about the Easy Glide, never personally used it. Now I can say that we have, and it is not made for the bottom of a boat. We got to document it, and you can learn from our mistakes. If you really want a slick bottom coating, I highly recommend sticking with a company that makes slick bottom coating. That's going to be your Gator Glide, Wetlander, Fastgo Super Slick, things like that. So we got to let this dry for a couple of days, and we're going to flip the boat over and start getting it prepped and ready to do our Raptor liner on the inside. That's up next in our duck boat project.